The golden glow of the Earth Tree shines brightly over the lands between. Once a prosperous land, but it has shattered into pieces, and death has been taken away. Queen Marika the Eternal broke the Elden Ring, a powerful rune with the powers of a great god of order. Upon the shattering of the Elden Ring thousands of years in the past, the demigods one and all fought for a piece of the godly rune. On a tower, by a lonely bridge, outside Stormvale Castle, stands a lonely cloaked figure, protecting the weak ruler from intrusion. When a tarnished tries to enter the castle, the figure jumps down and challenges whoever dares approach him with flames of ambition.
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition.
The identity of this lonely figure is hidden behind a veil of secrecy, and for a long time only a name is given: Margit, the Fell Omen. He is a challenging enemy, fighting with a staff and wholly spectral weapons. Surrounding Margit are many questions, but the most pressing is: who is Margit? Margit fights with skill unmatched by all champions alike. With only his staff, he has defeated those who had an ambition of becoming the Elden Lord, as we can read from his cloak. A cloak of ragged fur, worn about the exposed body of Margit, the Fell Omen. Having slaughtered countless champions during the Shattering, the Fell Omen has become a horror to those who harbor ambitions for the Earth Tree. Another smaller omen is seen within the castle walls, and many are spread across the lands between, mostly on Altus Plateau surrounding the capital Leyndell. I will come back to the omens soon, since they are important to this story. All I will say for now is that they are cursed. Often the tarnished perish, but death is no stranger, and the tarnished rises until the job has been completed. Margit is seen in the intro cinematic possibly defeating Radahn, the mightiest of the demigods, when Radahn besieged Leyndell. And it is stated that he has defeated champions since the Shattering happened, around 5,000 years ago, before we turned up. Margit also assembled and led an elite force called the Knights Cavalry, 9 Black Knights and Black Veiled Horses, not too different from the Nazguls in the Lord of the Rings. Their sole mission is to find and exterminate champions where Margit isn't present. Margit is found again, lurking outside Leyndell's walls, standing in a decimated battlefield from the Shattering. Again, he challenges the player, mocking you and your ambitions. On defeating him once again, the road to the capital is clear, and new paths to better understand Margit and the omens are opened. The golden glow of the capital Leyndell shines bright and deceiving like the Earth Tree, for under the city lies many dark secrets, and not far down either. However, the path to the secrets can easily be overlooked by the magnificent view of the mighty dragon Gransax. But in a forgotten backyard, under the huge dragon, is an undamaged well, leading down to the sewers of Leyndell. At first, nothing out of the ordinary can be seen, just endless amounts of tunnels, corners, and dead ends. The sewers are a complicated structure, and the tarnished can be lost for a while. But eventually, the right door is found, but the joy of progress quickly fades as a prison is revealed. It is here the unwanted Omen nobles, thrown for their sins of being born. Omens are normal humans who were cursed by the crucible. They have horns, are bigger and stronger than normal, and is robbed from the Earthree's grace. The horns, body, and lack of grace symbolizes a primal chaos, shunned by all touched by grace. Those not born in a noble family has their horns removed at birth, as we can read from the item description of the Omen Bairn. Omen babies have all their horns excised, causing most to perish. These fetishes are made to memorialize them.
Please, don't hate me, or curse me, please.
Those who survived served as soldiers for the Golden Order, since they are much stronger than normal foot soldiers. However, not everyone accepted them in society. Omen killers with huge cleavers made from amputated Omen horns and haunted masks hunt down Omen. Often, they have been exposed to perfumes to remove any emotions. The mask resembles Omen killer Rollo's mask, who was the first of the Omen killers and is feared by all Omens. The Omens of noble houses are spared from this vile ritual, but are locked away in the sewers their whole life. The most powerful of these Omens were the twins Morgoth and Mohg. They needed special shackles to bind them. Morgoth and Mohg were both cast down to the sewers to the other Omens. But since they were of a royal bloodline, their horns were spared. Mohg was consumed by hatred for those who cast him down. He made a pact with the Formless Mother and combined his accursed blood and the Formless Mother's to become the Lord of Blood. After he acquired a great root, Mohg tried to build his own empire, separated from the Earthree. Morgoth, on the other hand, renounced his cursed blood and sealed it away in his own sword, later concealed as a staff. Warped blade of shifting hue, used by Morgoth, the Omen King. The accused blood that Morgoth recanted and sealed away were formed into this blade.
Graceless, tarnished. What is thy business with these thrones? Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radahn. Praetor Rykard. Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgoth, last of all kings.
Morgoth reveals his true identity at the throne arena in Leyndell, mocking his siblings for their useless struggles and challenges the Tarnished once again, breaking his staff to reveal his warped blade I mentioned earlier. More than ever, you see a whirlwind of attacks with more diverse combos. After a while and a lot of hits, you hit the right spot and Morgoth starts coughing up blood, leading to unleashing what were once sealed away, damaging the thrones. In a furious anger, he lunges at the Tarnished, not holding back his true self as an omen. But the Tarnished can die over and over again until they succeed. He is the exact opposite of his twin brother, devoting his whole life to the Erdtree and Leyndell. We get no real reason for why he is protecting those who shackled him, but I have some theories that I will save for later. First, I would like to read the text on his remembrance. This is possibly my favorite text in the whole game. Though born one of the graceless omen, Morgoth took it upon himself to become the Erdtree's protector. He loved not in return, for he was never loved, but nevertheless, love it he did. Morgoth rules over Leyndell as its king, but because of his curse he cannot reveal his true nature to his citizens, and thus he is named among the noble the Veiled Monarch. You might think Margit and Morgoth kind of look the same. That's because Margit is Morgoth, in a way. Margit is Morgoth's persona, as a way to still protect and fight without revealing to Leyndell that they are connected. Defeating Morgoth opens the path towards the Erdtree, but it is locked away by impenetrable thorns, and the reason why Morgoth is fighting is better understood.
Tarnished. Thou art but a fool. The Erdtree wards off all who deign approach. We are all forsaken. None may claim the title of Elden Lord. Thy deeds shall be met with failure, just as I.
My little theory is, when the shattering happened, Morgoth claimed the Great Rune like the other demigods, and tried becoming the Elden Lord, since he was relatively close to the Erdtree. Being imprisoned under it meant he got there first, more or less. This is just speculation though, since the game doesn't really explain it in such detail. Anyways, when Morgoth arrived at the base of the Erdtree, he found it closed by impenetrable thorns. Realizing the abandonment of the greater will, Morgoth sought not to destroy, but to preserve the world and his city. He pledged himself to the Golden Order and protected the Erdtree from his traitorous siblings. From Leyndell, the Tarnished must go up the mountaintops of the Giant to an everlasting flame, which is the only thing that can burn away the thorns. Then defeat the Guardian of Death, Malekith. After the player defeats Malekith and acquires the Rune of Death, the player returns to Leyndell, now covered in ash from the Erdtree. Back at the base of the Erdtree kneels a massive figure with a large battle axe by his side and a lion gripping his back.
It's been a long while, Morgoth.
Holding the lifeless body of Morgoth in his hands, slowly fading to grace, is Godfrey, first Elden Lord, and Morgoth's father. His next goal,
Long and hard didst thou fight,
you.
tarnished warrior.
Are you up for the challenge?